What's going on, guys? Full here, and I'm bringing you a commentary on the jungle. Not as a jungler, but sort of just to explain what's been going on in the jungle. I have been posting videos of other junglers like Darius and Sing Yao, and I haven't really touched on the fact that jungling in Season 3 has changed a lot, and therefore makes single target champions more successful. So I believe it's time I really talk about this. I'm not gonna get too technical. I'm not gonna talk for a long time. This is actually a very short video, so I'm just gonna highlight the biggest changes and the things you should know as a League of Legends player in order to be successful at the game, and especially to be successful as a jungler. So basically, one of the by the way, I'm gonna use kah'zix as a reference. I will be coming out with a full commentary on him soon. The thing is, I've been playing with him, and people have been surrendering a lot, so I was thinking going to ranked where people don't surrender, and actually, but I want to get better with him before I go to ranked. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I will be coming out with a full commentary on kah'zix though. Now, one of the biggest changes to the jungle, and I believe to be the most important one, is the fact that single target damage champions have been finally catered to in this patch. I mean, let's be honest. When was the last time you saw Warwick jungle in the past? I want to say 3 to 4 months. I've only saw it like twice, and it was just sad because Warwick's an amazing jungler. Sort of a failed gank right here. But now that they've been catering to a single damage targets, the jungle's final balance. Because before it was always the same champions, Lee Sin, just area of effect junglers that just really didn't really. They had a lot of ganking potential, but in my opinion, weren't really fun to gank with. I mean, I like single target champions overall. I think they're really good at clearing the jungle now, and they've always been, but they're always behind those area of effect champions. And it's now it makes sense, because if you have area of effect, you do damage around you, so it does make sense. But it's kind of unbalanced when you look at it, because what's the point of putting in a game a jungler that's single target champion when the jungle is ruled by just other champions in general? So that's just my rant on it. And right here, fell gank. Literally didn't follow up. I thought she was following me, but she didn't gank with me. So screw you, top. I'm not going top again. I mean, one of the biggest changes, by the way, has been the store, and they added a few items on the store. Most notably, Hunter's Machete, which is now become a must in the jungle. Like before, you could argue, oh, I can go Vampiric Scepter, health pod, or just cloth armor health pods. But now the standard has become Hunter's Machete and freaking 5, I believe, yeah, 5 health potions. Hunter's Machete is really good. It deals 10% damage in all your abilities and basic attacks, so it does let you deal more damage to the minions. And you can actually, Hunter's Machete is now one of the necessary items to build a, what's it called, a Wiggles Lantern. So that's incredible. Carry, by the way, we had an AD carry Janna, 2 OP, 2 OP, no, I'm just kidding. My friend Andy decided to go AD carry Janna, ended up getting carried by a Zillion. So that should tell you how much of a good AD carry Janna is. OP! But in all seriousness, Hunter's Machete has become a great item. It has a few, it actually has a few items that a few items that you can create using Hunter's Machete. Most notably, Wiggles Lantern, and my new favorite, Spirit of the Ancient Golem, which gives you 500 health, 30 armor, 14 health regen. It's basically an incredible tanky jungling item. And though not useful late game, it's really useful if you can rush that item. You'll be able to clear the jungle a lot faster. However, usually with champions like kah'zix or Rengar, or just those really high damage champions, I don't see the need for those items. So what ends up happening is I just sell Hunter's Machete once I reach level 6, 7, or 8. And it just goes away. However, I do believe those items are really useful on tanky junglers like Lee Sin, Nunu, and Shen. So if you like those champions, I suggest you look up the new items, tanky items for the jungle. A lot has also changed when it comes to gold income. I mean, before, one of the biggest, most notable, and overlooked, quite frankly, concerns was the fact that it didn't become profitable to be in the jungle for long periods of time. The reason for that is a jungler should make his money by ganking, not just staying in the jungle, which is cool. No, I understand. I can get behind that. I can definitely see that as a requirement. The problem arose when, I'm sorry, the problem arose when late game came, and you realize that as a jungler, your items weren't as good. You were behind in gold, you were behind on CS, and as a result, you were weaker compared to the other champions that were actually laning. So it sort of made jungling not very profitable. Basically, you just jungle to feed whoever your mid AD carry, your AD carry, and stuff like that. And as a result, as a jungler, you basically stayed back and got focused down and killed. Now they did fix that. They still kept the same concept. If you want to be profitable in the jungle, you still have to gank. It's a must. But one of the little sort of changes that has happened is the fact that as the game goes on, gold increases, and by that I mean every time you kill a monster in the jungle, they will give you more gold than they previously did. And I know Timo's here. I saw him come into the bush, so I'm just gonna use my area of effect abilities, pin him down. I'm gonna use my void spag, find where he is, and then just mess him up. And yeah, so as the game progresses, you're gonna earn more gold from monsters in the jungle, which is amazing. It is a really good change, and I'm actually surprised they didn't realize and did this in another patch sooner, because it is so important to do this. Now you won't stay behind as a jungler. Even if you fail a couple of ganks, you can actually keep up with gold if you can clear the jungle fast enough. And overall, I love what they've done with the jungle. I have seen people upset with the patch. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. You just picked up the game, you just started, you have a build pinned down for a couple of champions, and then they completely change the store, completely change the items. I can see how some people will be frustrated, but this definitely makes the game more enjoyable, more easy to play, and just overall amazing in my opinion. And I gotta get Lee Sin. At this point, it's a matter of pride. So he decides to fight me. Not gonna happen. I believe it triggered my passive, so I did extra damage and slowed him. So yeah, the jungle has had a lot of changes. I played a couple of games with Warwick, and he is very effective at clearing out the jungle. I believe the tanky junglers have also been benefited from this patch, especially Nunu and Shen. They have faster clearing times now due to the fact that Hunter's Machete has been added. So it's really rad to see what how the games have changed, and how Riot does care about his game and updates it and makes it better every freaking time. Riot Games has become one of my favorite game developers as of now. So most notable, I almost forgot to say, the one of the changes that has come through the okay, right here, see the entrance towards Wraiths? That has changed. Before, on the upper side, it was sort of a longer wall, and you couldn't just go up. You would have to go in deep and then go up, or flash over the wall. So it's sort of a minor change, but it makes the jungle more accessible now, and it makes fights by Baron Nashor easier to escape, but at the same time it makes easier for the enemy team to follow up. So I honestly, I'm a little hesitant what to think about that. I think it's a weird change, and it doesn't really affect the game in a major way, but I'm just wondering what the reasoning behind it is. I must have missed something at one point or another, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of fishy. So now I'm actually, just to recap, I am proud to say that single target damage characters have definitely made a comeback in the jungle. I have definitely seen more Rengars, I've seen more Kha'Zix in the jungle, I've seen more Dariuses in the jungle, and I'm glad to see that, because this game takes a lot of pride and variety, and it's just really rad what they've done with the jungle. I can't emphasize how good that change is. I mean, Warwick was never a slow jungler, but the thing about Warwick is due to his lifesteal, many people didn't pick up Smite, and as a result, what ended up happening is they wouldn't need Smite. They wouldn't die to the jungle, but at the same time, they would take forever to clear the jungle. Now with Hunter's Machete, Warwick can clear the jungle a lot faster, and if he has Smite, he can clear the jungle even faster. So it's sort of a rad change. Same goes for kah'zix and Rengar, champions that have some sort of sustainability, but have single target damage, high single target damage. So I'm really excited to try those new champions. I think Nocturne, who we see here, has actually benefited, and as you can see now, my AP mid, who has basically been soloing the lane, Logs, who can kill minions really fast, our AD carry Janna, I can keep up with them. I'm the same level as them. My items aren't too far behind from theirs. So it's really awesome to see how balanced the game is now. Before, you would see your AD carry or your mid level 12 and you'd be like level 9, but now that has changed a lot, and I do encourage you to try out single target damage champions on the jungle. They are really good. They have improved a lot, and they have actually become more fun. By the way, try the items. I know it's weird, but try the new items. They're really good, and they're really useful in the jungle. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you like the video, like the video. And if you want to learn more, go to the right website.